So as we all know, Saul Canelo Alvarez ended up losing to Dmitry Bivol. Dmitry Bivol successfully defended his WBA light heavyweight belt, remaining the WBA light heavyweight champion. Won this fight by unanimous decision. So he did it. He actually won the fight, and a lot of people have been reacting on social media. And one of those people is the UFC champion, one of the UFC champions, Kamaru Usman. Kamaru Usman and Canelo had a little back and forth on social media prior to the Bivol versus Canelo fight, where I think Usman's trainer or manager was on social media saying that Canelo was fighting a nobody that no one has never heard of, and that he's scared to fight Kamaru Usman, this and that. And then Canelo responded to it like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" And then Kamaru, they went back and forth. Kamaru and Canelo. Actually, let me find it for you guys. I think it's somewhere here on social media. So here it is. Michael Benson was able to do a little graphic of it showing their exchanges. Shout out to Michael Benson, who writes for Talksport.com. Here's what he said. Here's Ali Abdelaziz, I guess his Usman's trainer or manager, I should say. And Canelo was like, "Who the fuck is this?" Kamaru responded, "Let's just all relax before somebody gets hurt." Canelo was like, "I agree, because it will not be me." And then Kamaru Usman was like, "In the cage or the ring, I'm willing to find out in both. Are you?" And then Canelo was like, "You called me out, right? You want the payday, right? So you know where, but sit down. It's not your turn yet. I have a legacy to make." And Kamaru Usman was like, "Enough said. You don't want that smoke in a real fight. I hear you. Good luck, champ." And if you follow Kamaru Usman on social media, he tweeted this out right after the fight. Payday. And in my opinion, man, Usman really wants that payday, because we all know that in the sport of boxing, you get paid way more than fighting under the UFC and MMA. It's true. It's just honestly just true. And if Usman really wants that payday, he has to be the one to switch over. And in my opinion, I think he is desperate for that payday. I think he really wants that payday. And I hope he gets that payday, because in my opinion, I think Kamaru Usman deserves it. He deserves to get paid a lot of money, but the UFC just don't pay their fighters like that. And the crazy part is, a lot of people support the UFC for paying their fighters less. That's the crazy part. A lot of people support the UFC more than the fighters. They support Dana White more than the fighters, which is insane to me. I don't know how the quote unquote UFC fans support the UFC more than the UFC fighters. So anyway, Usman wants that payday. I don't know if he meant like this in a bad way or in a good way. Obviously, he has to wait a little bit longer now, and he wants that payday. Kamaru Usman wants that payday. He really does. Canelo has a lot. He's busy. He's busy actually fighting real boxers. He'll probably fight Usman towards the end of his career. That's the way I see it. Canelo is serious about the sport of boxing, and he's a guy that wants to make a legacy in the sport by fighting the best fights possible. And Dmitry Bivol going into this fight was the toughest fight among the choices that he had. To those who don't know, he had choices of fighting Benavidez or Charlo for the Showtime deal, and the DAZN deal was Bivol and Triple G. Yes, the Triple G fight is probably probably going to be an easy fight for Canelo, but the Dmitry Bivol fight was the toughest fight among them, and it showed. So anyway, payday. Usman, I guess we'll have to wait. So yeah, he'll have to wait for his payday. And while waiting, I guess I'm not a big UFC guy, so I honestly don't know who's next for Usman in the UFC. But I guess just keep doing your thing in the UFC, man. Just keep doing your thing in the UFC. Try to get your paychecks over there for the time being, while Canelo does his thing in boxing for now. So Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And like always, have a great day. All right. Thanks.